Sheffield United 2, Chelsea 2, and am I really annoyed? Yeah, of course I'm annoyed. This is bloody unacceptable. Every single time we take one step forward, it's two steps back. Every single time, Chelsea Football Club this year have literally found a way to disappoint. This is 7 games in a row that Chelsea Football Club have conceded 2 goals. Do you understand how bad that is? Yet people want to consistently say, you know what, give the manager a chance. This manager deserves praise. Alex, you don't know what you're talking about. How can you ask for the manager to be sacked after we just beat Manchester United? Because this doesn't change. This game was embarrassing. We got exactly what we deserved. If not, we should have lost this game once again. Sheffield United 2, Chelsea 2. Let that sink into your heads. In the last week, in the last 7 days, we have beaten Manchester United 4-2 or 4-3. Well done. Burnley against 10-men Burnley 2-2, and now 2-2 against Sheffield United. This is the team that's in 19th and the team that's in 20th have taken 2 points from 6 against Chelsea Football Club. Yet I am meant to think that this is meant to be a serious institution. This isn't even a capable institution, let alone serious. This isn't even Waitrose biscuits. This is going to Aldi and getting the bare minimum, not even the good Aldi brand, the cheap ones, 30p cookies. It is absolutely horrible to watch. The sooner this season ends, the better for all of us. Honestly, this is absolutely mesmerizing me how this season can get lower and lower and lower in our expectations. There is no way you could expect it to get even lower. Yet we find a way with this team. And yes, it feels like I'm ranting. And yes, we're going to break down the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. But I promise you now, there isn't much good for me to say. I will expose the flaws of this team as per usual. However, you're going to call me negative. You're going to call me not being honest, not trusting the process. Give me a process to trust. I just want to trust a process. I've got nothing to trust, not apart from their words. Pochettino has given me no evidence. He says he wants to be he's the first time he felt love. What love did you feel from us? Your tactics are pathetic. And these players are tired. And you know what? It's 3 games in 7 days. Do you understand how mad that is? It is absolutely horrendous. The more I hear of it, the more I can't believe what we are witnessing. This is preposterous. Hit the like button if you're new to the channel, if you're going to enjoy the content. It helps push it out. Number 2, subscribe, because you're going to get honest, cold facts here. You're going to get the reality. You're not going to get sugarcoating, because I don't do that. I say it how it is. I'm independent in the sense I can say what I want, because I don't want to work for anyone to talk about football. I do this for fun. I don't do this as a job. That's where it's different. So let's get into it, and because I need to break this down. I'm going to talk about the downright ugly from the back. Because the reality is that we're incapable of having any sort of success. Well, we're incapable of doing good things for ourselves and keeping a lead. Everything we do is self-inflicted. Everything we do is too late. Every reaction has 15 reactions that should have happened beforehand that didn't happen. So you're ending up doing the 16th one, but it's too late at that point. Let's talk about it. To make it 1-1. How did 1-1 happen? It happens because Petrovic makes an individual mistake. And how does the individual mistake happen? Because they panic. They are absolutely useless as a collective. Well, they've got the ball. Cucurella doesn't track his runner. You've got the guy that runs in behind, and all of a sudden, once the guy runs in behind, the guy miskicks it. And because Petrovic is absolutely gambling. That's what he's doing. He's gambling that the ball's going to go in. He's not in the position. The ball hits him and goes in the net. 1-0, 1-1. Absolutely undone all the good work to start the game early and thinking we're going to get a nice composed afternoon. You know, some nice 3 points. Why did I think that? Okay, cool. Then what happens? Well, we just get individual error after individual error. What do you want to talk about? Thiago Silva not being punished. He does really good defending. No look pass into the middle. Oh shit. It's a Sheffield player. Yep. Caicedo blocks it off the line. Then you got the Sassy corner kick coming in. Instead of headering it out, he headers it with the back of his head and it almost goes in the back of our net. Then you got the final goal, and that one was the cherry on top. Pochettino brings in 2 players that are meant to help us in the air. So Badiashile comes on, Cassidy comes on. But at that moment in time, you didn't go to kill the game off. What you done was invite pressure on for the last 25 minutes as we scored a goal. And this is the problem with Pochettino's football. It's very similar to Jose Mourinho. It's very similar to Antonio Conte in the sense that once they take the lead, the job for them is not over. For them, it's we're not meant to score. You're not going to score against us though. And it becomes an ugly, boring, defensive game. The difference with the other two is they can coach a defense. And the difference is they've got individuals that know how to see out a lead. Ours don't. So what ends up happening is we soak up pressure, and then teams get one chance, two chances. And what it does is it festers around everyone. All these particles start bumping around. Oh my God, panic. So what happens? First cross comes in, Badiashile half deals with it. It goes out. Because we're so compressed, we're not winning the ball back, it goes out. Then the guy beats Cassidy, crosses it in, it goes out. And then there's a little chip and we're waiting for VAR to bail us out. Heartbreaking added time. Do you understand how mad it is that we are consistently getting caught out like this? It is humiliating. The way they play football is humiliating. They should be ashamed of themselves because they look like amateurs, not professional footballers. Amateurs. Amateurs don't make as many mistakes as they do. Kukurea, poor passing. Desassi, I don't know what kind of football he calls that, but every time he's on the ball, he's just reckless. He does not look like a competent footballer. Thiago Silva is just old. He can't run anymore. And what I find funny is you've left him out for so long and you bring him back in now. Why? Why did you bring him back in now? Because you need someone to bail you out. Because you could have put a kid at right back. You could have kept this Sassy and Trevor Chalobah partnership. You've done it all year. In-game management. Why is it this man never can do nothing? And this is the final ugly. In a game to kill the instincts off. Why is it we cannot kill the game ever? We can't just retain the ball, take this thing out the game, the way Arsenal did yesterday with Brighton, the way, Manchester City do it consistently, the way Liverpool tend to do it apart from today, where they can just bring a game to walking pace and then boom, 3-1 game done. No, we don't do that, and Pochettino doesn't do that, and it always happens. Like, it's absolutely disgusting what we do. We are not a serious football club. Now we need to get into the bad. What is going on at half-time? Because I was just explaining this to my girl. Me and her were sitting and talking, and I said to her, I don't know what he says at half-time, because we come out worse every time. Like, genuinely, we come out worse every time. There's not one time, or 2 times, or 3 times. Every week, we come out worse. Like, the first 15 minutes, they should have scored. Two chances they had to score. To take a 2-1 lead. Nope, none of it. Absolutely none of it. The team is so lethargic. The team is so nonchalant. This team is not good enough after the break. They're lazy. And why does this happen? I think one of the reasons is they're burnt out. I explained it after the Man United game. This team has played too many minutes. And when I say too many, I mean key players have played too many minutes. Enzo, Caicedo, Gallagher, they play every minute of every game basically. They just do not get subbed. They do not get rest. And what he asks for them to do is unrealistic. He wants them to be N'Golo Kante's ×2. It won't work. And it's, honestly, I'm venting and I'm ranting. But it's just individual mistakes. The final third, which player do you want to talk about? Cole Palmer, threading passes through because he's in a I'm going to do it myself mood because I don't trust the rest of you mood. The only player he trusts is Noni. It is blatantly obvious. He doesn't trust Conor Gallagher because Conor Gallagher is just a passenger on the ball. He doesn't trust Nicholas Jackson because Nico doesn't pass it back unless he has to. And I'm almost certain, right? I swear to God, I am certain Nicholas Jackson doesn't know the offside. I am convinced he doesn't understand the offside rule because he's always making a run And when he's in the offside position, after he realizes he's off because he made the run, he's still calling for the ball. Big man, why are you still calling for the ball when you know you're offside? Because he knows he's offside. You can just see by the way he staggers his run after that. He's like, oh, I'm just making a run for the sake of it. Why? He was poor today. Don't get me started on Conor Gallagher. What does Conor Gallagher even offer this team? You people say defensive work rate. All it does is kilometers covered. At the end of the game, our average in the team is higher because Conor Gallagher ran 14 kilometers that are useless. Like, he does nothing for shape. He does nothing for tenacity. He does nothing on the ball. We just do not offer anything, anytime, competently. It's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. I can give you some positives here and there, but the reality is, what positives can I give you, right? What positives? We took the lead with a silver goal from a corner kick, and the corner kick looked like it was something off the training ground. And you know what? I always criticize us that we're 5 seconds away from conceding a goal from our own corner. So you know what? Well done. There was someone blocked him off, he ran through, unmarked, absolutely beautiful kick, and the ball fizzles into the net. Well done, Thiago Silva. Secondary goal. The second goal, well, how does it come? Little bit of urgency, little bit of quality. It's the only time we showed quality in the game completely. Every other time we looked absolutely useless. Like, we are absolutely toothless, potentless. We don't do anything that is remotely competent. And let me ask you this. We get the ball, Caicedo wins it, gives it to Nico. Nico pushes it straight to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, without thinking, straight away, like I said earlier, he's the only player he trusts in his team in the final third to give the ball to. He gives it straight to Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke cuts in, beautiful thunderbolt. And if those of you that are going to say, no, he doesn't trust, he's nonsense, absolute nonsense, it's not nonsense. Go to the minute 74, right? Enzo refuses to pass to Chalobah in the final third, and he'd rather retain it and look up to wait for someone else. He gives it to Cole Palmer, who's refusing to give it to Gallagher, gives it to Gallagher and then takes it off him. He doesn't even trust him to pass him the ball. He takes it off him. They don't trust each other. This isn't a good team. And you know what's crazy? People want Pochettino to stay. I don't know what you men are watching. I really don't. Because I put a poll out and people said, Pochettino, unless we get Amorim, Pochettino is the one they would want to stay. And this, for me, is mind-boggling because we don't attack with fluidity. We don't defend with fluidity. I don't know what we're building. I want to get Europa League. However, the problem is if we get Europa League, this donkey stays. And for me, he can't stay. Because the problems will manifest into bigger problems. It will be another season wasted. However, if we don't get Europa League, it will reduce the development of players and reduce the development of the project. We are in dire problems here. We really are. Because I don't trust this board to sack him if we get Europa League. So it's like, what decision do I make? I don't know. This sucks. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry I vented. They've really ruined my Sunday night, man. They really have.